The Crew is an Ubisoft title, so naturally, I expect it to barely run at all and have a ton of issues right off the bat. Spoiler alert, at least in my testing, it was totally stable on all single card configurations that I ran. But I think Linus is planning to do a test for our upcoming dual 980 versus triple 970 SLI Showdown, so stay subscribed for that.
From December 13th to 20th, 2014, you can save on select Intel CPUs, NUCs, and SSDs with special holiday rebates from select retailers. Click now to learn more.
While I haven't played any more than the first couple minutes of the game, I can't say how good it is because of that, but the internet seems to be pretty undecided on the topic. From what I played, however, the PC port seems fairly solid as it didn't crash on me once and I didn't see a single graphical glitch, something that I can't say for any other recent AAA game releases. So the benchmark starts right at the beginning of the game. Honestly, at this point in time, I don't even know the protagonist's name. I don't know anything about what's going on. All I know is that you're being chased by cops, and if that's a spoiler, you probably haven't seen any trailer or the box art for this game. All you're gonna actually do is just kind of chase the checkpoints for the beginning. So go through all these fields, smash through a whole bunch of stuff. What you're gonna wanna try to avoid is smashing through cops or really heavy things like that. So farm equipment or cops, as that will turn the front of your car too much and could actually affect the benchmark. When you're going across this highway, there's about 3 cop cars that come on the highway, so try not to T-bone them. That unfortunate horse doesn't die, by the way, he just superhumanly moves out of the way extremely quickly. When you jump down into the swamp, try to aim kind of in between the bushes here. You'll see there's a ramp. If you're doing your testing here, it's not super important whether or not you go around or over the ramp, but if you do one or the other, you have to do that consistently because it does make enough of a difference that it matters. So go either over the ramp or around the ramp, no big deal. Now, if you kept on going straight there, you would have actually finished the mission and continued with the game. We're not trying to play this game, we're just trying to benchmark it. So take a U-turn after you get past or go over that ramp and start heading towards the electrical tower off in the distance. What you're gonna then do is get this freaking cop off of you and try to go around the right side of the tower and onto the highway. You're gonna get into the far side of the highway so the traffic is actually going with you, or the interstate or something, I don't know. This is somewhere in America, so I'm not entirely sure. And then you're gonna go along this for the rest of the duration of your benchmark, which should be another 10-ish seconds.
Unit down, repeat, unit down.
One thing to keep in mind when looking at our 1080p numbers is that there is a 60 or 30 FPS limit on the game regardless of whether or not you're running VSync. This resulted in the max FPS for our 290, 290X, 780 Ti, 970, and 980 to be at the exact FPS limit. At 4K, all of our configurations had a fair bit of trouble, and the only card that actually hit the FPS limit at high settings was the 980, even though I think it kind of just scraped it. This game was surprisingly hard to run considering it's a car game, but it also looks surprisingly good for a car game. I'm impressed. Speaking of gaming, I bet some of you out there are pretty entrenched in the new WoW expansion right about now. Well, if you've been thinking, I really do enjoy this new expansion, but I wish I had something to keep me entertained while I tend to the endless duties of my garrison, then Hulu Plus has you covered. They have tons of new content, including episodes from shows like Once Upon a Time and South Park. They also have past seasons and episodes of shows like Archer and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You can watch Hulu Plus on the majority of connected devices for about $7.99 per month. But if you sign up using our link, huluplus.com/Linus, you get their free 2-week trial of their service. So check the link in the description down below. Alright guys, thank you for watching. As said in the beginning of the video, if you want to see that dual 980 versus triple 970 video, please stay subscribed. Like and dislike buttons are down below. If you want to comment on YouTube, drop a comment down there letting me know what you thought about this video in general and whether or not you think The Crew is Ubisoft continuing to dig or not. If you want to answer that on the forum, that's also super cool. There's a higher chance that I'll read it there. If you don't like the ads on the forum, become a contributor. You can also check the link in the video description down below to buy a shirt, which isn't a super ugly Christmas sweater, which has something to do with Harry Potter. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.